I'm gonna get some music going. All right, so setting up for our gentle heart opening stretch with that block, with that pillow, maybe a rolled up blanket. Whatever you have nearby, we're gonna go ahead and place it just in the middle of your mat. And then gently lean back onto it so that that object falls right into the shoulder blades. Heart opens, chest opens gently. And I will demonstrate that really quickly. Again, object is in the middle of your mat, and you're gently laying on top of it. It falls right between the shoulder blades. Heart open, chest opens. Knees can stay bent. If you'd like, you can extend the legs out in front of you. You can have legs in butterfly position, whatever's comfortable for you today. Able to find a comfortable position. And let's find that sweet spot, something that feels good. Let's all take a nice deep breath together. Feeling the belly, filling those lungs as much as you possibly can with air. And then nice, loud, open mouth exhale. Let it all go. Release the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Close the eyes. Relax the area in between the eyebrows. If you're taking another deep breath in, bring arms overhead. Open mouth exhale, brings arms out to the sides, taking up as much space as you can on your mat. And then slowly becoming present in this space, taking notice of any sounds that surround you today. Any smells, any sensations on your skin. And then slowly bringing that attention inwards, beginning to focus on the natural breath. Noticing how the belly rises as you inhale and falls as you exhale. Noticing your heartbeat. And then just doing a quick scan of the body. So just noticing any areas in your body you might be holding some extra tension today. Maybe the back of the neck, upper shoulders, low back. Just taking notice of those areas, and maybe try sending your breath to those areas of tension. And focusing on allowing yourself to let go, to relax a little bit more with each exhale, especially in those areas. Trying to let go of any thoughts, worries, responsibilities of your day with each exhale. Slowly starting to clear your mind. Being present here in this space. And from here, bringing into mind something you're grateful for today. Whatever it was that brought you joy, maybe it was a moment, a person, an object. Whatever it was that made you smile today, let's just picture that image in your mind. Meditating on that thought. Inviting that energy of gratitude into your hearts today, into your practice. And slowly, when you're ready, you can begin to roll onto either side, kind of making your way into a fetal position. Knees come towards the chest, using your arm kind of as a pillow for your head. And then you can remove the block or object from your mat, place it off to the side for now. And then slowly rolling onto your backs here. Soles of the feet find the mat. Knees are bent, facing up towards the ceiling. Knees hip width apart. So let's just invite some gentle movement into the body here. So just allowing the knees to fall to the left and then to the right. Nice and easy, back and forth. Letting those knees fall side to side. And then from here, gently heading the knees in towards the chest, giving them a tight squeeze, rocking side to side. And then from here, activating the core, which is just a little bit of muscle work today. Let's go ahead and lift up the feet up off the mat. Knees at a 90-degree angle here, hovering just above the hips. Flexing and pointing those toes, rolling out the ankles, inviting some playful movement into the feet here. And then bringing your focus into the low back, so actively tucking in the tailbone as we pull belly button in towards the spine. Low back is flush with the mat here. So we're activating those low abs, activating the core here. And this might be enough work for you today, so feel free to stay here. If you want to take it up a notch, bringing arms straight out in front of you. And then with your breath, we're going to move with our breath here. So on an inhale, let's extend right arm above right ear, left leg comes down and out. Nice job. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, opposite leg, opposite arm. Left arm comes up, right leg goes down. Exhale, bring it back to center. Nice job. Inhale, extend, right arm up, left leg down. Exhale, center. Moving really slowly with intention here. Again, focusing on that slight tick of the tailbone through the whole movement. So going with your own breath here, going at your own pace, moving with an inhale and an exhale, allowing the breath to guide these movements. Warming up our bodies from the inside out, starting from the core. Nice job. Let's do one more on each side. Great job. From here, you can bring the knees back into the chest, rock side to side. And then from here, extending the feet up towards the ceiling. Legs are nice and straight here. Grab that block or pillow, whatever you had at the beginning of class, place it right in between calves here. Squeezing that block in between those legs. We're activating the inner thighs here. We're again focusing on the slight tip of the tailbone as we press low back into the mat, activating the low abs here. Flexing those toes towards you. And then from here, again, option to stay here and breathe. If you want to take it up a notch, we can inhale, arms come straight out in front of you. Nice big inhale, exhale, reach up towards the ceiling. We're not crunching chin towards the chest. We're giving a nice space between the chin and the chest. Heart's nice and open here. And then exhale, bring it back down. Keep your arms overhead here. As we inhale, exhale, bring it back up. Reaching towards the ceiling. Again, moving with the breath. Exhaling as we come up, inhaling as we come down. Moving very slowly with intention. Noticing all of those muscles in your abdominals contract. Just a few more here. Stay with me. Raising that block in the shoulders again. Low back is flush with the mat at all times. Do 2 more. Working with that breath. You should feel that burn in those core muscles here. Nice job. When you're finished with those 2, and go ahead and relax those feet down to the mat. Place the block or a pillow off to the side. And bring the feet about a little bit wider than your hips, so about mat width apart. And allow the knees to just kiss in the middle. So just allowing the knees to fall towards the center. Resting here, you can place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. It's a very nice restorative pose that'll relieve any tension we might have created in that low back doing those exercises. So just 5 moments to release. When you're ready, have your knees back and towards the chest. And let's just make big circles with your knees here. So guiding your knees with your hands here. Doing small circles with your knees, and then bigger circles. And switching directions. So making smaller circles with the knees, going inwards, going outwards. Slowly making them bigger and bigger. Opening up those hips nice and easy here. When you're ready, you can hug knees in towards the chest, beginning to rock back and forth. Getting a few spinal rocks. You're rolling that vertebrae one by one on the mat. And then as for a little challenge here, stopping at the top without touching your feet to the mat. Stopping in a boat pose here. So we have a few options here. You can find the mat or the floor with those big toes here. Lean chest back as we roll the shoulders down and back. Keep the chest open. Your hands can even find the back of your thighs here. As we lean the chest back, activate the core here. Option 1. Option 2, we can lift up those feet so their knees are at a 90-degree angle here, activating the core. You can keep the hands for support behind the thighs here if you'd like. If you want some more core work today, challenge yourself a little bit. We can release those hands, find boat pose here. Or if you're feeling extra, like you need some extra core work today, you can extend those legs fully and make a V position with the body. So those are your few options here. Let's pick one and let's breathe. Remember, rolling the shoulders down your spine, keeping a nice space between the chin and the chest. Heart stay open, chest stays open. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Hug knees in towards the chest. Rock back and forth. Get a few more spinal rocks in there. And then slowly make your way up to a tabletop position, whatever way is comfortable for you. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, feet hip width apart here. Spreading those fingers nice and wide, gripping them out with them. And then working through some cat and cows here, warming up the spine a little bit more. Inhaling, pressing into the hands. Looking up towards the ceiling, opening up the heart, squeezing shoulder blades together, moving to cow. And then exhaling to cat, rounding out the shoulder blades, engaging the core, looking down towards the knees. Inhaling back to cow. Open up the heart. Exhale back to cat. Engage with the core. Again, moving with the breath here, allowing the breath to guide you. Inhale brings you to cow, and exhale brings you to cat. Work through a few more of these, just going at your own pace with your own breath. If you need to add a few hip rocks side to side, maybe full neck rolls. Try closing the eyes here, listening to your body. Wherever it needs to stay. You're ready, finding that neutral tabletop position here. And then we're just going to gently slide the right toes towards the back of the mat. And press into the heel. So pressing into that right heel, just finding a nice gentle calf stretch. Great job. And then from here, engaging the core, slightly lifting up the leg. So that's hovering above the mat here. Toes are facing down towards the mat, foot is flexed. Keeping that core engaged here. Option to stay here. If you want to take it up a notch, you can float left arm up to the left ear. Find the length of the spine here. Crown of the head reaches forward, whether your hand is up or hand is down. Crown of the head reaches forward, creating a straight line all the way from the crown of the head out to the heel. Find the length of the spine. Inhale here. And then exhale, moving into a cat position, bringing knee in towards the chest. Again, option to have both hands on the mat here, or you can find that balance and bring left elbow to the knee. Inhaling, find length. Exhale, elbow to knee or knee to chest. Couple more right here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring it in. Nice job. When you're ready, you can gently bring hand back to the mat, knee back to the mat. Find that neutral tabletop position. Reset if you need to. Maybe rolling out the wrists, rolling out the neck. A few more cat and cows, whatever you need. And then we're going to move on to the other side. So when you're ready, gently sliding the left toes to the back of the mat, pressing into the heel, finding that nice gentle calf stretch. And then when you're ready, left foot floats up off the mat, engage the glutes, engage the core here first. Flex the toes down towards the mat. Again, option to keep both hands on the mat here as we move into these core exercises. Inhale, find length from the crown of the head all the way out to the heel. Lengthen the spine, and then exhale, you can bring knee in towards chest as you find cat position of the body. Or if you want to find that balance, we can inhale, find length from the fingertips as we float right hand up off the mat. Inhale here, exhale, you can bring elbow to knee. Again, whatever variation we're inhaling as we find length in the spine, exhaling, engaging those abdominal muscles. A couple more right here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring it in. Last one. Inhale, find length. Exhale, bring it in. Nice job. When you're ready, float that hand back to the mat. Float knee back to the mat. We're going to find child pose. So bringing the knees nice and wide. Big toes to touch. Send the hips towards the heels. My dog is joining us in some yoga today as well. So hips find the heels, walk the hands out, finding a nice resting child's pose here. Forehead comes to the mat, and the head rocks side to side. Finding your breath here. And then when you're ready, you walk fingertips over to the right side of your mat. As we press into the left hip, find length in the left side body. Then slowly walking hands over to the left side of your mat, press into the right hip. And lengthen the right side body this time. And walking hands back to center. Adding a tricep stretch here, you can bring fingertips to touch behind the back of the head. So bending the elbows here, fingertips to touch behind the back of the neck and the head. And then slowly bringing it back to center. Making your way back into a tabletop position here. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then from here, we are going to flip the back toes under, lift up the knees so they're hovering about 2 inches from the mat, pressing into the hands, engaging the core. And then from here, really focusing on pulling the belly button in towards the spine as we engage the core, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, pressing back into the heels, down dog. Nice job. Our first down dog, so let's be generous. The bend in the knees here, so bend in the knees. Walking one heel out, walking up the other, nice and easy. Again, really focusing on the hands, just bring up the fingertips nice and wide, good that with them. Opening up the chest. Nice big inhale with the nose. Exhale with the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, slowly walking feet up to make the hands forward, full bend. Again, nice generous bend in the knees here, belly finding size. Releasing head between the shoulders. Letting gravity do all the work here. So maybe finding opposite elbows, swaying side to side. Inhaling half lift. So placing hands on the shins, the thighs, the hips, maybe back behind you in airplane arms. Squeezing shoulder blades together, opening up the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rolling vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up to the standing toes. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Finding Tadasana mountain pose here. Step to the back of your mat. Feet about hip width apart. Finding Tadasana mountain pose, standing down. Spreading the finger or the toes nice and wide, grip the mat with them. Send the weight to the middle of the arches. Softening the knees, engage the thighs. Slide tip of the tailbone. Again, roll the shoulders down and back. Hands can come out to the sides, or you can have hands to heart center, yogi's choice. Close the eyes for a moment. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Find stillness for a second and imagining roots coming from the bottom of your feet, rooting deeply into the earth. Feel grounded here. And then follow those roots all the way up your legs, up through your spine, and sprouting out through the crown of the head, finally. When you're ready, you can flutter the eyes open. We're going to work through sun salutation A. When you're ready, inhaling arms above head. Exhale, forward fold. Reaching at the hips, leading with the chest. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out to high plank. Engage the core here. Option to work through this chaturanga on your knees if you need to. It's always an option here. Meeting in high plank. Exhale to low plank. So slowly keeping the elbows tucked into the sides, leading with the chest. Your belly can climb the mat. And then inhale to baby cobra for this first one. Arms stay bent, squeeze shoulder blades together. Shoulders away from the ears. Nice big inhale. And then exhale to down dog, however you want to get there. Flip the toes under, send the hips back. Bind down dog, press into the heels. Nice big inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms above head. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana mountain pose. Good job. We're gonna work through that a couple more times. We're gonna work through that a couple more times. That same flow, working with the breath here. So start to the back of your mat. Find Tadasana mountain pose. On your next inhale, bring arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging at the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, baby cobra. Option to work through low cobra, arms extended, or upward dog, arms extended, thighs lifted off the mat. Wherever we're at, pressing shoulders away from the ears, nice open hearts. One big inhale. Exhale, put the toes under, send the hips back, down dog. Nice job. Inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach and rise, arms above head. Exhale, hands to heart center into Tadasana mountain pose. One more time, that same flow, moving a little bit faster, working with the breath. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look to the knees, sorry. Inhale through the nose, exhale to the mouth. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach to rise, arms above head. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana mountain pose. Great job, guys. Now that we're a little bit warmed up, we're gonna work through that same flow, just with a couple modifications, adding a few things here and there. So when you're ready, inhaling arms above head. Exhaling to chair pose, so the weight to the back of the heels. Sit back like you're sitting into a chair, bend the knees. You should be able to see your toes, lift them up and wiggle them. Being mindful of the arch of the low back, it's natural. So I want you to really focus on slightly tucking the tailbone, hugging belly button in towards the spine, engaging those low abs. Release the shoulders from the ears. Arms can stay above head. You can come out in front of you, or you can bring hands to heart center. So we can deep into those heels here. Nice big inhale, we'll bring up the thighs. Exhale, you can bring the hands out in front of you, and then slowly melt belly over thigh, forward fold bend. Nice job. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out to a high plank. This is a little bit different, so stay with me here. So we're in high plank right here. We're gonna walk the hands back so that we're in that hovering tabletop position that we've done at the beginning of class. So hovering tabletop position here, knees are not touching the mat, they're hovering here. Engage in the core here, we're gonna walk the hands out again to a high plank. Nice job. And then walk it back, hovering tabletop. A few more just like that. Walk it out, high plank. Keep that core engaged. And then walk it back in, tabletop. One more just like that. High plank. And then walk it back in to a tabletop. Great job. Walk the hands out, lift the hips up, press into the heels. Down dog. Great job, guys. When you're ready, we're gonna center the left foot. Inhale, right leg comes up, down dog split. Keeping those hips in line with each other. Toes are facing down towards the mat. Nice big inhale again, finding length from the crown of the head all the way out to the heel. Nice big inhale. Exhale, moving into plank as we hug the knee in towards the chest. Centering that foot in between the hands, so we're in runner's lunge, right side here. Awesome job. So making sure that front knee is not going over those toes here, back legs extended, back heel is lifted. Adjust if you need to find stability here. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring arms overhead, lifting up the chest, making your way into a crescent lunge. So 90-degree angle with the front leg here. Back leg is extended, hips facing forward. Releasing shoulders from the ears. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, opening up the arms of the cactus arms as we squeeze shoulder blades together, opening up our hearts. Great job. Inhale, arms above the head. You can extend that front leg, and then exhale once again. You can bend both knees, finding cactus arms. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Great job. When you're ready, inhaling up, up. Extend both legs, and then grasping fingertips. We're grasping the hands, passing the hands behind the low back as we pull straight down towards the mat, opening up our hearts. Baby gaze finds the ceiling. Nice gentle heart opening stretch here. Your legs can stay extended here. Great job. Okay, from here, we're going to move back into a crescent lunge. So bend the front knee. Arms come up. This is a kind of a challenge to your balance on this next transition, so you can pay attention as we press all of our weight into the heel of the front foot. So press all of the weight into the heel as we lift up the back leg, come up to standing, and then bring left knee in towards the chest. So it's kind of a hard transition. I'll show you guys again. Crescent lunge here. Pressing into that foot, coming up to standing, and then bringing left knee in towards the chest. Into the standing balance. It's a tough one. So we're in the standing balance here. Knee is at a 90-degree angle, flexing the toes, engage the core. Nice job. Option to stay here if you want to challenge yourself and extend the left leg. Today, feel free to do that. Holding this for 3, 2, 1. Great job. One more standing balance here. Bear with me. We're going to kick that left leg towards the back wall as we shift the weight into that right leg. Making a T shape with the body. Chest comes forward as we again find length all the way from the crown of the head, reaching out towards the heel. Lengthen that spine here, holding this for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing back toes to the mat. Great job. You can face the left side of your mat, left wall. Bringing arms up to the sides, we're going to make our way into a wide-legged forward fold bend. So feet are about a little wider than your hips. Arms come out to the sides, and then slowly hinging at the hips here, leading with the chest as we make our way all the way down to the mat. Hands find the mat. You can allow the head to hang heavy between the shoulders, not the head, yes. Shake the head no. Pet your puppy. She's doing yoga with you. And then from here, bending our left knee as we keep that right leg extended. Hands on the mat here, bending right knee. So just moving side to side as we bend those knees. Getting a nice gentle stretch on those inner thighs here. Awesome job. From here, walking those hands over to the right foot. Angle those toes so they're facing the front of the mat. So adjust those toes if you need to, adjust the feet if you need to. Adding a nice gentle hamstring stretch here, so keeping that right leg as straight as you can, but keeping a slight bend in the knee at the same time, if that makes sense. So just finding a gentle stretch in that hamstring. If you need to bend the knee here, that's perfectly fine. And then when you're ready, you can step the back leg back a little bit more as we find runner's lunge on the right side. So bending that right knee completely, hands on the mat. We're gonna move into a spinal twist here. So left hand on the inside of that right foot. As we inhale, we're gonna lift up the right arm, gaze follows. Gentle spinal twist here. Great job. Right hand floats back down to the mat. And then from here, we are going to press that right foot back to meet the left as we make our way into a down dog. Okay, so that's kind of a tough transition, so I'll give you guys a second to get there. If you need to take a break, rest in child's pose, feel free to do that. You can catch up with us. But from here, we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, center that right foot this time, and extend the left leg up and back, making our way into a down dog split here. Keeping those hips in line with each other, toes stay point down towards the mat. Nice big inhale here, finding length in the spine. And then exhale, moving into plank as we bring that knee in towards the chest. Placing left foot in between the hands this time, runner's lunge on the left side. Checking to make sure that front knee is not going over those toes. Adjust lower body if you need to for stability. And then when you're ready on your next inhale, you can begin to lift up the arms, lift up the chest, making our way into a crescent lunge on the left side. So nice deep bend in the front leg, back leg is extended, back heel is lifted. Hips are facing towards the front of the room, arms above head, nice big inhale here. Exhale, moving your arms into a cactus arm, squeezing shoulder blades together, opening up the heart. Inhale, extend left leg as arms come overhead. Exhale, bend both knees, find cactus arms. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take it down. Bend both knees, there we go. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one here, inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale back to crescent lunge. So keeping that front leg bent, we're going to shift our weight into that left heel as we lift right leg up this time. Bring it up to standing. Bring right knee in towards the chest into the standing balance. Nice job, guys. That's a hard transition, so take you guys a second to get there. Find the standing position, if that foot is flexed, engage the core here. Try to get a 90-degree in low with that knee. Option to extend the right leg if you need a bit of an extra challenge today. Holding this for 3, 2, 1. Moving into warrior 3. Kicking that right leg back as we drop the chest forward. Arms can find airplane arms again down by your sides. You can find hands to heart center. Or if you'd like, you can bring arms above head here. Creating that T position with the body. Breathing here, engaging the core, holding this for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Slowly floating back toes to the mat. And then finding that wide angled forward fold bend here. You're facing towards the right side of your mat this time. I'm going to face you guys so you can talk. I can talk to you, but we're facing the right side this time. Arms come out to the sides, nice wide feet here. And then slowly hinging at the hips, leaning at the chest, wide-legged forward fold bend. Nice job. Again, allowing gravity to do all the work here. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. Releasing the head, releasing the shoulders. Maybe bending one knee, bending the other, again, moving side to side. And then from here, we're angling the toes towards the front of the mat. Left foot is in front. Bending that left knee if you need to, finding a nice gentle hamstring stretch on the left side. Knee towards chest if you can, and knee towards nose. And then bending that left knee fully as we step that back leg back a little bit, running runner's lunge on the left side. Let's switch positions here. So finding those runner's lunge again on the left side. Plant the right hand on the inside of that foot. Inhale, left arm comes up, gentle spinal twist. Float that left hand back down to the mat. And then slowly bringing that left foot back to meet the right. We're gonna meet in high plank. As we inhale here, exhale, chaturanga. So high plank to low plank. Inhale to baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. And then exhale, down dog. Nice job. Inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Inhale, knees on the mat. We're gonna take a different variation of child's pose right now. So bring knees together here. And then bring hips towards the heels, nice and easy. And then forehead finds the mat. And then hands come down by your sides here. This is a really restorative variation of child's pose. I'm just taking a second to release any tension. Reconnect with that breath. Take a few exhales out to the mouth. When you're ready, hands come underneath the shoulders. Slowly pressing into the hands as you lift the chest up. And then walking hands out in front of you, making your way into a tabletop position. Awesome job, guys. So from here, we're gonna work that same kind of movement we did at the beginning of class. So we're gonna slowly slide those right toes back, press into the right heel. Inhale, lift up the back toes. So engaging the glute here, engaging the core muscles. Next big inhale as we find length, press into the hands. And then exhale again, knee towards chest, engaging the core, and then gently placing that right foot in between the hands as we move into this low lunge here. So this is a great place to grab a block. If you have that block nearby or some pillows, you can place them on either side of the foot here for some extra support. This is a little bit too intense for you, but we're in a low lunge right now, making sure that front knee's not going over those toes. It should be above the heel. And then while we're here, I want you to really focus on pulling that left hip forward, keeping heart open, releasing shoulders from the ears. Nice big inhale here, opening up that left hip flexor. And then as we exhale, pressing the hips back, making your way into a half split. So extending the right leg, bending the knee if you need to, just finding a nice gentle hamstring stretch on the right side. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. So making our way into this kind of mini flow here, moving with the breath. Inhale, bring the hips forward. And then exhale, take the hips back. So we're just being really gentle with the left hip flexor here and the right hamstring. These muscles can become very tense on a lot of people, so we feel a lot of stress as well. So just taking a little bit of extra time to open up these muscles. Give them a little extra love. You need to stay in one of these stretches for a little bit longer. Feel free to do that. Just listening to the body, whatever it needs to do. When you're ready, meeting back in this low lunge here. We're going to make our way to a half pigeon. So walking that foot over to the left side of the mat. Bring those hips down. Making our way to this half pigeon here. Awesome job. Making sure we're not leaning over to one side or the other. We'll keep those hips nice and even. And then from here, we're gonna press into the pads of the fingertips here. So the palms are lifted up off the mat. Pressing into the pads of the fingertips as we lift, heart forward, gaze up towards the ceiling. Really opening up that left hip flexor here. Then exhale, slowly walking the hands forward. You can keep the arms extended. This is a very intense stretch, especially if you're tight in the hips. So feel free to stay here. If you want to take it up a notch, you can bring it down to the elbows. Or you can extend the arms fully out in front of you. Whatever your body needs today. I want you to focus on really allowing yourself to release in this position with each exhale. So really challenging yourself, allowing yourself to become more present in this pose with each breath. When you're ready, slowly walking the hands underneath the shoulders. Pressing into the hands, you lift the chest up, lift the head up. And then from here, we're gonna roll onto that right hip. So we're rolling onto that right hip. We're gonna face the back of our mat, keeping the same leg position here. So, same leg position. Right knee is bent, left leg is extended. Sole of the right foot finds the inner left thigh. Inhale, arms above head. And then exhale, slowly melting forward, reaching for the left calf, ankle, toe. Those are your practice today, nice and easy here. Then slowly bringing the chest back up, moving into a modified wild thing. So right hand comes behind you for support. Left arm comes up and around. As we press, we're going to press into that right hand, press into the left foot and right knee. This is the full expression of this modified wild pose. Left hand is reaching towards the front wall. Finding a nice stretch to the left side body here. Opening up the hearts, opening up the hips up towards the ceiling. Nice job. And slowly coming out of it, just speaking into it, bringing the hips back down to the mat. Nice and easy. Good job, guys. So from here, we're facing the back of our mats. Hugging knees in towards the chest. We're going to do a few of those spinal rocks and then do another boat pose like we did at the beginning of class. So spinal rock into boat pose. When you're ready, getting a few rock and rolls here. And then stopping in a boat pose. So again, those options are toes on the mat. You can grab the thighs, lean the chest back, option 1. Option 2, closer to the feet. Option 3, extend the arms out in front of you. Find that 90-degree position with the legs. And then option 4, extend the legs. You can also grab the thighs here. Holding this, breathing here, engaging that core. Releasing shoulders from the ears, open hearts, open chest. Holding this for 3, 2, 1. Nice job, guys. Hug your knees in towards the chest. Rock and roll a couple more times and then make your way back into a tabletop position. We're going to do that same thing just on the other side. I'm going to turn around so I can face you guys again, but we're facing towards the back of the mat. Find that tabletop position. Slide the left toes back. Press into the left heel. Gentle calf stretch. And then inhale, extend that left leg, lift the toes. And then again, from here, inhale, lengthen the spine, press into the hands, and then exhale, knee towards chest, engage the core. Gently placing that left foot in between the hands this time. You can scoot that left foot forward as we find this low lunge on the left side. You should be facing the back of your mat again. Knee is just above the heel here, shouldn't be going over those toes. Really focusing on bringing right hip forward. Grab a block or a pillow if you need to. Bringing the chest forward, open hearts. Inhale here. And then exhale, half splits, extend the left leg. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, bring it back. Great job. Moving into this mini flow here. Opening up the hip flexor and the hamstrings. These muscles can cause a lot of low back pain. So just giving them some extra attention today. Spending more time in this low lunge or more time in this half split if you need to. So then when you're ready, leaning back in this low lunge, placing the right hand this time on the inside of that foot. Oh, we did this side. Sorry. We're going to walk our left foot over to the right side of your mat. Find this half pigeon pose. So again, staying even on those hips, making sure we're not leaning over to one side or the other. And then pressing into the pads of the fingertips here. So pressing into the pads of the fingertips. Heart lifts, chin lifts. Nice big inhale here. Feeling that nice deep stretch in the right hip flexor. And then exhale, slowly melting forward. You can walk the hands out in front of you. You can stay here. You can take down to the elbows. You can extend the arms slowly out in front of you. Finding a comfortable position today. Taking a few deep breaths here. Again, I challenge you to allow yourself to release this pose with each exhale. Releasing a little bit more breath. And then when you're ready, slowly walking those hands under the shoulders, pressing into the hands, we slowly lift up the chest, slowly lift the head. Great job. When you're ready, rolling onto the left hip as we turn and face towards the front of the mat now. So we should all be facing the front of the mat. Sorry, I'm confusing you, going back and forth, but we're facing the front of the mat here. That left knee is still bent, right leg is still extended, so we're keeping the same kind of position with the legs here. Left foot finds the right inner thigh. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, reach forward. Looking through the calf, the ankle, the toes. And knee if you need to here. And then slowly lifting up that chest, lifting up the head. Left hand comes behind you for support, making our way back into that modified wild thing. So we're going to lift up onto the left knee this time. Right foot, so we're keeping that right leg extended as we reach towards the back wall with the right hand this time, okay? Nice and easy. Lifting up with the hips, up with the heart to the chest, coming up onto the left knee, left hand, adding length in the left side body. And then slowly coming back down, bringing those hips back to that nice and easy. Great job, guys. From here, we're going to make our way into butterfly position. Put the feet together, knees flat to the sides. Open up the feet, kind of like you're reading a book here. And then just gently massaging those feet, massaging the arches, the heels, the toes, giving yourself a little love. And then when you're ready, you can extend those legs out in front of you. Shake them out if you need to. Squeeze the thighs. More self-love here. And then bring the arms straight out in front of you. Engage the core as we roll vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the mat. Slow as you can, control once the shoulders find the mat. Bring arms overhead. Let's do a full body stretch, reaching the fingertips as far away from the toes as you possibly can. And then as you exhale, hugging knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. Awesome job, guys. From here, planting the feet to the mat, we're going to make our way into a bridge pose. So feet find the mat here, arms come down to the hips, knees are about hip width apart. And then when you're ready, we're going to press into the heels as we lift the hips up towards the ceiling, engage the glutes here. Keeping a nice space between the chin and the chest. Breathing here. Maybe adding a few playful movements, so maybe lifting up the heels, lifting up the toes. Seeing how these movements can change the dynamics of this pose just slightly. And then slowly, with control, rolling further by further into the back of the mat. And rocking the hip sides and knees side to side. From here, hugging right knee into the chest. You let the left leg extend all the way down. Use your biceps to hug the right knee into the right shoulder. Rolling out the right ankle. Flexing and pointing toes. And then left hand on that right knee, allowing it to guide that right leg over to the left side of your mat. Pressing shoulder blades into the mat. Extend the right leg, or extend the right arm. Gaze falls to the right. Bringing right knee back into your chest, over tight squeeze. And then switching it out, so hugging the left knee into the chest, allowing the right leg to fall to the mat. Rolling out the left knee, flexing and pointing the toes. Right hand finds left knee, and allowing it to guide the leg over to the right side of the mat. Pressing shoulder blades into the mat. Extend the left arm, gaze falls to the left. Sometimes final twist here. Slowly bringing that left knee back into the chest, giving it one more tight squeeze, hugging in right knee into meet it. Bringing both knees in. And then from here, making your way into Supta Baddha Konasana, so finding butterfly position with the legs. So soles of the feet to come together, knees flat to the sides here. You can grab thighs for support if you need to. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. A few moments here in this restorative pose. And an option to stay here for your final resting pose, or you can extend the legs all the way out. As we find final Shavasana, arms can stay hand on the heart, hand on the belly, or you can bring the hands back to the sides. Nobody's choice here for our final resting pose. Once you find a comfortable position, I'll guide you through our ending meditation here. Closing the eyes, taking a nice deep breath, feeling the belly, filling the lungs as much as you can. Loud open mouth exhale. Let it all go, release the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release the area in between the eyebrows. Allowing yourself to be heavy here. Being present in this space, again, noticing any sounds surround you today, any sensations on your skin, any smells. Noticing the ground beneath you as it supports your body. And then again, bringing that attention inwards, scanning the body, noticing any subtle differences compared to the beginning of class. Noticing the natural ebb and flow of your breath here, so noticing how the belly rises as you inhale and falls as you exhale. Noticing the heartbeat. And again, taking these last few moments for moments of gratitude. Picturing in mind again what you're thankful for today, what brought you joy. It's a pretty chaotic world right now, so if you ever feel overwhelmed or stressed or just kind of frantic, you can always come back to this space, close the eyes, take a few deep breaths, and just think about what you're grateful for today. Very grounding. When you're ready, you can wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingertips. Keeping the eyes closed here, you can bring yourself back into that fetal position, so rolling over to either side. Bringing knees towards the chest. Again, just thanking your body for all the hard work it's just done and continues to do each and every day. Thanking yourself for carving out this space and this time for your practice, for your body, for your mind. And then slowly, when you're ready, you can use your arms to make your way back to a seated position. Just ending with a few neck stretches here, so bringing the arms out to the sides and allowing the head to fall towards the right shoulder. The chin can come towards the chest, feeling a nice stretch in that right and the left, like trapezius muscle up here. And then allowing the head to fall to the left shoulder. Bringing the head back and bringing the chin towards the chest so you find a nice stretch. And then do a full neck roll all the way to the right. And a full neck roll to the left. Bringing hands to heart center. You guys for allowing me to guide you in your practice tonight. Yeah, it was an honor to see you guys today. Hope you have a great rest of your night, rest of your week. Come on me, honor